If I say it, you won't believe it, but when Rocky said it, it was the truth.
Most men give up after 50. Their body hurts, their belly grows, their strength fades, and slowly they accept becoming weak.
Somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow.
But Sylvester Stallone never accepted it. Rocky in his 30s, Rambo in his 40s, Creed in his 70s, now almost 80 years old, still muscular, still strong, still training.
There was something about the process of unrealized dreams. I was always brought back to this subject because I think it's one of the most enduring subjects and one of the most difficult passages for people to accept that they never were realized in their own lifetime, that they just didn't get that shot.
Not because of luck, not because of genetics, because he never stopped. This video breaks down the 10 rules Stallone has followed for over 50 years. Rules that allowed him to stay muscular, strong, and capable, while most men slowly fade. But the final rule is the one Stallone credits as the foundation of everything else. Stay with us until the end. Rule 1. He never stopped training. Stallone understands a truth most men ignore. Muscle is a high-maintenance guest that leaves the moment it feels unwelcome. Muscle has no loyalty. Most men think muscle fades because of age. That is a lie. Muscle fades because it is neglected. Most men don't quit in one dramatic moment. They miss 1 week, then 1 month, 1 year. Stallone never stepped onto that slope. He understood that small breaks become permanent exits.
When I lived in New York, I tell you the truth is, I lived in a cold water flat, and for 2.5 years, maybe more, 3 years, I never went to a restaurant, I never went to a bar, I never went to a nightclub, any social gathering, nothing.
He's disciplined, Sylvester.
See, he didn't talk about motivation. He talked about cutting everything except the mission. He didn't wait for the perfect time because the perfect time is a myth designed to keep you weak. There is no perfect time exist. Real strength is built in imperfect conditions.
I don't feel like doing it, but you're gonna do it. I don't wanna do it. You're gonna write today. You're gonna reach out to this person.
See, he admits it straight. Feeling doesn't matter. Action matters. By treating training as a non-negotiable biological requirement, he kept the embers of his youth burning for 50 years. Consistency isn't about being great every day. It's about being present every single time the bell rings. That is why he is still standing. Rule 2. If you want a body that performs at 80, you cannot train like a stationary statue. Most men train only for mirrors. Stallone trained for movement because life is movement, and when movement dies, independence dies with it.
So I look at life as like one big, interesting war.
It's not just about the size of the bicep. It's about the power in the punch and the stability in the stride. Can you carry your own body? Can you move under fatigue? Can you control yourself when tired? Those answers matter more than arm measurements.
Be a specialist. I tell people, be a specialist. Just pick one lane. Say, I'm going to be the best action guy ever. That's my goal.
He built a physique that isn't just for show. It's a weapon designed to handle the friction of life. Stallone never wanted to look strong and feel weak. He wanted to look strong and be dangerous.
I pursued life, like just trying to rip the throat out of life.
That is why he never stopped moving. That is why age never fully caught him. Rule 3. Old school volume. In his prime, he moved mountains. Young Stallone chased heavy iron. Older Stallone chased tension. Both built muscle. One destroyed joints, the other preserved them. Stallone transitioned from reckless ego lifting to the surgical precision of machines, cables, and controlled repetitions.
And once you have that, it's like the foundation. You have the foundation of the house. Once you have a strong foundation, that house is going to be up for a long time.
So, he always thinks in foundations, not flashy numbers. He realized that a deadlift record is worthless if your spine is too shattered to enjoy the results. What is the point of strength if you cannot walk without pain? If you cannot sleep comfortably? Most men confuse smarter training with quitting. Stallone understood. Smarter training is survival. He chose the pump over the pride. Muscle under constant load. Ego lifting feeds the mirror. Tension feeds the muscle. The mission never changed. That is why he never aged like normal men. Rule 4. It's all diet. Stallone treats his kitchen like a pharmacy for performance. Most men believe training fixes everything. It doesn't. If you eat trash, you will look like trash. Food is not just calories. Food tells your body what to become. Chicken, fish, eggs, clean carbohydrates. Simple, repeatable, and boring. Boring builds legends. 5 minutes of taste versus 10 years of strength. He always chose the future.
Wife makes the same, pretty much same breakfast.
Oh, really? What does she make? Tell me what she makes.
It's cottage cheese, 2 eggs, bagel, and some form of meat. And that's it.
See? Same meals, same structure, same discipline. He understood early on that a blurred physique is the first sign of a blurred mind. When discipline disappears from the plate, it soon disappears from training. Discipline on the plate translates to discipline in the gym, clean food, better energy, better workouts, better recovery. Momentum builds. Rule 5. He stays lean. You're raw. Stallone never fell for the trap of the dirty bulk, refusing to let his body fat spiral out of control. Most men use bulking as an excuse to abandon discipline. Stallone understood that uncontrolled weight gain always comes with a price, and that price is paid later in pain, suffering, and lost time. He stayed within striking distance of his peak. Getting out of shape happens quietly. A few extra meals, a few missed workouts, a little less care. Stallone never allowed that gap to form. Staying lean keeps your hormones optimized. When body fat stays under control, movement feels easier, recovery improves, and training stays consistent.
I never went to a restaurant, I never went to a bar, I never went to a nightclub, any social gathering, nothing.
See, this wasn't seasonal shape. This was a permanent lifestyle. That is how a physique survives decades. Rule 6. Cardio is non-negotiable. While others were skipping the treadmill, Stallone was hitting the road and the jump rope like his life depended on it, because at a certain age, it does. He recognized that a powerful chest is a liability. Big arms mean nothing if you cannot climb stairs without gasping. Big shoulders mean nothing if your blood pressure is destroying you from the inside. Stallone never confused appearance with health. Cardio is the foundation of recovery. He built an engine that matches the exterior. Ensuring his longevity was more than just skin deep, a working system built to last. Rule 7. He adapted instead of quitting. Stallone's body is a roadmap of scars and surgeries. Yet he never used a doctor's note as an exit strategy. They start telling themselves the story that their best days are over. He saw injuries as obstacles to work around, not signals to stop. He did not sit at home waiting to feel perfect. He walked into the gym asking a different question. What can I train today? This is the difference between a man who wants an excuse and a man who wants a result.
I kept telling the director, I said, I'm the guy.
The body changes, the joints change, the tools must change, but the work never disappears. That mindset alone explains why he is still training while most of his generation is sitting still. Rule 8. Recovery became a priority. The older Stallone gets, the more he treats his body like a high-performance machine rather than a rented mule.
I've had 3 neck fusions and 7 back operations.
Stallone learned that longevity belongs to the man who maintains what he has built. He swapped the sleep when I'm dead mentality for strategic rest, deep stretching, and professional-grade maintenance. He learned that you don't grow in the gym. The gym creates the signal. Recovery creates the result. Instead of training himself into exhaustion, he trained himself into sustainability. You have to earn the right to train hard by recovering even harder. That philosophy is why his body is still functioning. Rule 9. He always has a physique, so Stallone always kept a deadline in his sights. Most men train without direction. They lift, sweat, leave, and repeat, hoping results appear over time. Stallone never operated this way. He believed that training without a destination eventually becomes meaningless.
What a long treatment on this, because I wanted to do it a few years ago.
See, he didn't stop. He adjusted, whether it was the shredded Rambo look or the rugged Expendables bulk. He gave his training a specific destination. Nothing was random. Nothing was casual. These targets removed the maybe from his schedule and replaced it with a must. When the goal is non-negotiable, skipping stops being an option. Training becomes part of the contract you sign with yourself. Clarity of purpose is the fastest way to accelerate physical transformation. Rule 10. His identity is Bill. Stallone does not go to the gym. For him, training was never something separate from life. It was part of who he believed himself to be. His physique is the outward manifestation of an internal belief that he is a survivor, a fighter, and a protector. Long before cameras rolled, Stallone decided what kind of man he wanted to be. The body simply became a reflection of that decision over time. You move because that is what men like you do.
I lay in bed and I go, okay, what I got to accomplish today?
You train because men like you train. He rejects the idea that age automatically equals weakness. He rejects the belief that decline is mandatory. He rejects the expectation that men should slowly shrink themselves. As the years pass, Stallone chose his identity decades ago. Sylvester Stallone is not immortal. He is not perfect. He is not a genetic miracle. He is a man who refused to stop behaving like a disciplined man. For more than 50 years, he kept showing up, adjusting, learning, and training. You do not need his money. You do not need his fame. You do not need his face. You need his standards. The real question is which of these rules you are willing to follow, because age is coming either way. One path leads to softness and regret. The other leads to strength, capability, and self-respect. The choice is yours. If you respect the kind of discipline that keeps a man dangerous past 50, subscribe. This channel is built for men who refuse decline. And if you're over 40 and still want to train with the same Stallone lived by, I created this channel's official Over 40 Blueprint, a full program designed to help you build muscle. Link is in the description. If you live for hardcore bodybuilding and old school discipline, make sure you subscribe. This channel is built for lifters with purpose, not the average.